Welcome back everyone to this episode. Let's continue getting the lights in this primary hull. Welcome back. Okay, let's get some wiring here on the bridge section, and then we can put that on top of the primary hull, and that'll take care of that. Okay, so I got two different sets of wires here. Ones that are colored here. These ones are going to be for the flasher, so I know that that's a flasher. These ones here are just black and white for the main ones, just for lighting up the back there for the entrance to the bridge module. Okay, so hooking up the negative side first. Always hurts, does not hurt to do a light test. Okay. I'm going to hook up the wiring here for the flasher. So I got the brown and blue. Brown is going to be negative. Now I'm just going to use the glue gun. I want those to make sure that they are not going to move, so they won't snap off. Because these teeny tiny wires like this tend to like to do that. Oh, I forgot. I gotta put a resistor on the flasher. Don't! Okay, so got a 1K resistor on the flasher. Quick light test. It's working beautifully. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just a little bit of cleanup to do here. On the sides here a little bit. It looks pretty good. Very good. Okay, I got these ones here. I'm going to connect these together. Let's see, these are all good. Okay, this one here. And I need to install lights that light up all these areas here for the side windows around the bridge area. And of course, all the main lighting for in here to light up all the windows. And the impulse engines here, and I got that dual LED I got to put in there for the amplification crystal. Quite a bit to do here yet. Okay, so I got those all connected there. Got the negatives, the positives. Just need to run a line off of those after I install the resistor. I think I'm going to use a 180 ohm. Alright, 180 ohm resistor here. Putting it on the positive terminal. Alright, the negative here. So this is going to be on its own line. Goes directly to the circuit board. I believe these ones here that light up the back of the bridge are on with the rest of the lighting, and of course the flasher on its own, and that there onto its own. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick test here to see if it's gonna. Oh, yeah, baby, yeah, oh yeah. Now I'm gonna, I have some clear plastic, and I'm gonna make little front covers to put on all the way around here, because right now you can see the bulb in there. So what I'm going to do is once I get it cut and I got it fit right, I'm going to frost it so it helps to diffuse the light a little bit more. Okay, so I guess what I want to do now is I want to get the that dual LED light in there for the crystal and the impulse engines. Okay, so I got the two bulbs here for the red impulse engines and this dual amber blue LED here for the amplification crystal. So I want to get the crystal in first. These are all going to be on their own colored lines, so I know which one is which. And when I go to run all these lines down the neck, I'm going to make sure I label them so I know what is for what. You know what? Okay, I gotta shave that down. Okay, I shaved down the head here, smoothing it off, or flattened it out. Okay, I'll have to fiddle with that later. Now for the impulse engines, it's just like one there. Pretty simple. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. There we go. One there. Looks pretty good just that way. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna shave these down too. the glue cool down a little bit, and I can connect these two lights. So I can do a light test with the egg crystal here so I can get it lined up properly with the hole. Go from there. Okay, the only way I can do a light test with this is with a 12-volt power supply, which I've already got plugged in. So I made up this little contraption here. Just use one of my plugs, a couple of wires coming off of it to do the test. So let's do that. Okay, now with the 3 pins on there, the center pin is the positive, and the other 2 on either side are the negatives. On the positive here, I have a 1K resistor. Last thing I want to do is pop the thing. So I'm just going to solder this 1K resistor in place. And then we can do the testing here. If it's going to work. Would help if you had it plugged in. Looks good. Woohoo! This is what it looks like on that side. I think it's pretty well lined up. How about that? Not bad. Alright, so I'm just going to connect the 2 red LEDs together and do a test on the impulse engine lighting. Alright, so I got them connected. I got a 180 ohm resistor on there. Looks good. Nice. Not bad. Looks very good. Now I just need to build a cover to cover over the red LEDs so they don't interfere with any other lighting. And there we go. All covered in. Just got to paint that chrome silver so no light bleeds through. And it's done. And there we go. Okay, so for the lighting of the windows here, I'm going to, I got my strip lighting here. So I'm going to use that around for each separate windows. But I'm going to have plastic backings that they can stick to. Once I get all those in place, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Well, there's going to be satellites pointing this way, satellites pointing that way, so they light up the corresponding windows on either side. And then we'll go from there. There we go. Okay, got all the strips there cut. I got these here for them to stick to. Same with those for the smaller windows on the sides here. Okay, so I stuck one in there and I did a test fit with the bottom on. And that's pretty good where I want it to go. go. There you go. Got them all in place there. Look good. Now I just got to wire them together. And that completes that. And I also got the ones lighting up the side windows there. Okay, I have a bit of an issue here with these lights. You can see I got them all hooked up. They're all wired up together. Unfortunately, even though there's power going to the lights, there isn't enough amperage to turn them on. They are 12 volt, but these are for automobiles, not a model. So here I'll show you. There is power going to it. See, I got it plugged in over here. I'll do a test here. If you can hear it. So I'm getting 5.9 volts, but the amperage is too high to run these, for me to be able to run these lights. The 12 volt AC plug I'm using is 1 amp maximum. So I put in an order for more 12 volt lights that are for the proper amperage. So it's going to be a couple of weeks before I get those in. These are done. Anybody want some white car LED strings here? Anybody who wants them, just let me know. I'll ship them off to you. Won't cost you a thing. They're useless to me. They got these the LEDs are a lot bigger too. It should have been a clue for me, but I guess I didn't look at the picture well enough. But anyway, basically this is on hold for now until I get those other LED strings in. Hopefully in a couple weeks. Okay, while I wait for those new lights to come in, I'm going to get all these other lights here all hooked up. Like the one for the flashers here, I got to get the resistors on those, tie them in together, and go from there. Okay, so I got on the red here, I have a 1K with the white, 180 ohm, 180 ohm, and 180 ohm on the back flashers. Yeah, so I got a 180 ohm on the white for the behind the bridge. Looks good. So they're all hooked up. For the thrusters, they're just going to tie in with the rest of the lights here. When I get the new ones in, then I'll tie them in. Let's do a quick light test. 9 volt battery. Good. Yep. The green's perfectly bright. Looks good. The white. And the red. Very nice. Okay, that's good. All right. So I got the 1K, 180, 180, and that's all I needed. Okay, so I'm working on the lower half now. I got the flashers, navigation lights hooked up here. Let's do another light test here. Okay, I'm just going to use a 9 volt battery. So there we go. They're lighting up quite nicely. Got the green one there, the white, the red one. They look really good. See on there? Look, not bad, not bad. Okay, so again on the red I got a 1K and then 180 ohm, 180 ohm, just to distribute the power evenly, which it does. So let's just do a quick thing here. So like for instance, the red here, after the resistor, 1.6 volts. The white over here, after the resistor, if I can get this, there we go. I think, no, wait. Just a hair over 3 volts. And the green is getting 3.2 volts, which is perfect. They all have basically the same brightness. The red is just a little bit dimmer, but that's okay. That's what I want. Now for the thrusters here, I'm just going to hook them all together and they'll get hooked into the main lighting in the upper hull. And that's basically it for all the lighting in the bottom half. There we go. Got them all connected. And I got 180 ohm resistors on those. Let's do another light test. Nice. Perfect. Okay, moving on to the engines here. I'm just going to get them all wired up now so that they're going to be ready for assembly. So let's get that started. Okay, now one of the first things I'm going to do here is these pot lights on the front of the engines are on their own line. The engine lighting, warp grill lighting, is on its own line. These two that are connected together, they're on their own line, and these aft thruster ones are going to be connected to these lights. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 separate lines coming down the engine into the engineering hull. And also the flasher here is on its own line. This is a slow flasher on the ends of the engines. So I got 1, 2, I got 4 lines coming down. No, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 lines coming down the pylon into the engineering hull. Now each one is going to be color coordinated, which I got this line here. And let's see, I'll get one of these pylons here so I can just guesstimate how long you need to make these. So about that long. I need 2 of those sets. Everything that I tie in from the engines, they both get tied together inside the engineering hull, and then I get those lines from there running down into the stand, which goes to the circuit board here. Now for the main lines here, that's just hooking up to the main power. I'm going to make black and white. Or black and red. Black and red, okay. So they're going to come off. Actually, I'm going to tie these in here. I've always stated before, it's always good to have too much of a length and not enough. You can always trim it down later. Okay, so now for this line here, I think I'm going to make it orange and yellow. I'm going to make this extra long because it's going to go right down through the model into the stand, right to the circuit board. So I'm going to make those extra long. Okay, before I get too carried away with cutting out the lines here, getting ready, I'm going to start soldering these together. I'm going to start with the flashers here first and get those in right now, and then I'll do the main lines here and there, and then get those last ones. There we go, looking good. Okay, all connected up nicely. Got the thrusters run all the way up to these lights here. Got these on their own line coming down. These are on their own line. All different colors so I can identify which is which, but I gotta make sure I label them, each one, which one goes where. It's always nice to label them. So they are good. Very nice. Well, that's it for this episode, everyone. All the lighting is in the model now. The next episode we are going to do the assembly. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. If you have any questions or you want me to do commission work for you, contact me at epyc.models@gmail.com. And please check out my website, www.epyc.models.com. See you all again later. Bye-bye.